I'm Molly here with Rose City RV of Michigan, and today we're going to take a look at the all-new Sierra 389 HBFL. Is this the correct model for you, you may ask? Here are 5 key specifications to help you decide. This model can sleep up to 4 people, has a weight of 11,896 pounds, has a total length of 39 feet 11 inches, a height of 13 feet 4 inches, and features 3 slide outs. So let's take a look inside. Okay, welcome inside. As you notice, the first thing I notice anyways is the massive windows in this unit. I really enjoy how they have maximized that, give you that huge campsite look there, or lakeside look, whatever that might be for you in your individual situation. I like the brown furniture in this model. It just kind of looks really good with this white and light trim here. Everything went black for a little while, so I'm glad to see we're back in the browns. But that's just my personal preference. But like I mentioned, the windows are huge, tons of natural light in here, and the lighter cabinetry and such really helps just kind of brighten it up. So that's definitely something I like. This is a nice big trifold sofa, so if you do have visitors, this is where you can sleep 2 extra people. This is designed as what we call a couple's coach. It's really just made for 2. This destination trailer, there's no loft in it. This is just straight front to back, no extra height or any of that for that loft. Keeps everything on one flat ground, and also stops you from having to climb the stairs and fifth wheels and such. So really a good option if you are somebody that just keeps a unit in one place all year round, just to kind of keep you away from those stairs. Now, theater seating directly across from the TV, which is definitely nice. Just keeps it nice and comfortable. JBL sound system, so that's cool. Have really good sound in here. This is also the hidden pantry. I think by now everybody's kind of used to that. If you've been looking, one thing you got to pay attention to though is the TV, because that can hit the wall there if you're not paying attention. Comes with a fireplace as on the front. This is what you're seeing on the back here. Then we've got a nice little vacuum that they include that hangs in here nicely in its little spot space. With nice big shelving there, so you got that space where it's not awkward and ruining any other living space. So I do like that about the hidden pantry portion. Like I said, I mentioned the fireplace there. There's the front of that. And then moving to the back, or to the front of the coach, I should say, there is more windows here. Nice roller shades. They've been doing these for a minute. Overhead cabinets that are very tall. I'll be honest with you, this is useless to a lot of people, just because you can't reach it. You're going to have a ladder. If you can make that work, great, but that is there. Just kind of makes it look nice even if you aren't using it. Moving around to the kitchen area, residential style oven here with a 3 burner cooktop, and then nice drawer to match here on the bottom. They just do a really good job making that look nice and more residential style. Big oven. Residential style microwave too, nice and big. Soft close on all the cabinets, so you don't have to worry about that, which is nice. No slamming, clanging, and banging. They've upgraded the sink here. It's got like a geo texture inside, I would imagine, just so they're not getting scratched up in time, because that's definitely something that happens. So that's cool. I noticed that. These sinks they've been using for a little while, these spring-loaded. They look good and are very practical and usable. Little countertop extension on the side here. I think the butcher block style just kind of adds to the look of the white and light countertops. I think that they've done a nice job with that. Nice dovetailed drawers with our soft close there. So just kind of some really good quality. These are all solid wood cabinets here, so all these spaces are solid wood. That'll hold up in time, which is good to see in this destination stuff, because this is usually a long time. You know, somebody buys one of these, they're not trading it in 2 years. They're keeping these for a length of time, so that's kind of nice. Then we have nice big residential style fridge, so you have all that ability to store everything you need. Little antifreeze in there. And then freezer drawer there with the slider on top. It's all taped up, so I can't move it. And then over here, we've got some outlets. I like that they're adding the USB and USB-C now on those. And then thermostat here, max air, vents, because it's so tall in the air, it's nice. You can just hit that button and it'll open and vent it out for you. Okay, so looking up, you can see ceiling fan. You're going to see those a lot in destination trailers. It is a nice feature for sure. But I do like the way they did this antique lighting. Just really a nice added look to the coach. We have the lights off just so you can kind of see it. And then moving over here, we've got our converter located here with all our fuses, and our breakers are going to be right inside of there. Moving up, we have our monitor panel, so all of our main light controls and such are right here. Our water pump switch, holding tank heaters, all that stuff. Main slide control. These are hydraulic slides, and that's not something I don't think I really mentioned before. But the hydraulic slide is the most heavy duty. It's what they've been using the longest, so it really is the best quality slide mechanism out there. So they do that on these, which I do like as well. Just kind of makes everything more sturdy. These are heavier, which is nice because you don't feel that rocking motion that you do in the ultralight stuff. And the weight, not as much of an issue when you're putting it in one location and leaving it. So I do like that as well. Now, looking at the floor, they've changed the floor registers to this more, I don't know what you'd want, dirt-friendly design, I guess. The only thing I don't like about floor registers is the dirt gets in them. They've eliminated the lines in them, so at least you can step on them without breaking them now. That was a common thing from before, so at least it's an upgrade. Moving into the bathroom here, we have another max air vent fan in here, right here. Light switch here. And then we have some AC ducts in here, so you're not going to sweat out in here. Soft close in here as well. Solid wood in here as well. But other than that, not too much we need to show you in here. Nice little room. I do like that they have dual bath in this, just for the fact that you can have guests and not have to have them walk all the way through your bedroom just to use the restroom. And just for the user's purpose, it's nice to have a close bathroom. Now, moving into the bedroom area, there's lots of space in here. King size bed, big, deep slide. Ceiling fan in here as well as a dual air conditioner, so dual airs on here, which is really necessary, in my opinion, just for the size of these units. Massive closet space here. Hang space. They just do a really good job with this. And then up top, these are all soft close as well. Up top, some more storage. Once again, if you're not super tall, that might not be very useful. 6 drawers here, so lots of folding space here. One thing I couldn't understand is why they put the TV bracket right here. I mean, I guess you can turn it, but it feels as though something's here. So I am going to find out about that. They did put the power and everything right there. That seems kind of goofy. I'm not sure what the purpose was for that. And then we have an additional thermostat here for the air conditioner in the bedroom, as well as the ceiling fan controls and the light. Now, moving into the bathroom, I think this is one of the nicest things about this coach. Especially, like I said, for destinations, you just really need a lot of space. This gives you the dual sinks. Sliding closet door here that it gives you the option for the washer dryer or just to have as additional space there. And then the tri-slide glass sliding doors for the shower. They have upgraded the nice shower head there. So that's kind of nice. And then just big and roomy skylight over that, so you can get lots of daylight in here, as well as an additional max fan. I'll tell you, the 3 max fans we have in here, if you had these on and you had them drawing the air through, I like to call it poor man's air conditioning. It is surprising how much air you can really move with those. And then looking directly at the vanity area, you can see massive mirror. I like how they backlit it. Just adds a nice look to it and is very functional. Nice outlet here in the middle, so you can blow dry or whatever you need to do there. Some storage here. Just a ton of room in here for somebody who's extended staying. But that's going to do it for the inside. Let's go check out the outside. Okay, so starting in the rear here, don't mind all the dragonflies. It's early in the morning in the summer, so Lots of critters around. Just looking at the coach, you can see a massive awning. This is a 19-foot awning, goes all the way to the door. This is a on-demand water heater. We did not touch on that inside. I apologize, I missed that. I've gone over that in plenty of my videos and in separate videos, so if you want to see more about that, there's definitely an avenue to do that. Manual stabilizers, we do this on all of our park models. We're not going to add the additional cost of power because it's something you're going to set up and leave. And then quick disconnect located under there too, so if you wanted to add anything to the outdoor deck area or whatever, you can do that and have a grill. Outside TV hookup, so cable and coax, and then a 110 outlet there. They don't put a TV bracket on, which is okay. You can kind of do that as you please because most people put a different size. Nobody does the same thing, but everybody puts a deck around it. Same thing with these MORryde steps. They're able to be disconnected from there, and that's Ruger, who's always in the way. These come right off by just simply clicking the button there. You can push your deck right up to that. Or if you don't have a deck, you can still use these steps, which is nice. Now, main slide here on the door side. Most people use their deck and stuff towards the back. That is going to be in the way on this model if you have a front deck already. These are just hatches to access to the hydraulic. I mentioned that there is hydraulic slides on this, so that just gives you service access there, which is nice without having to take that metal off. They've added these front caps this year, which I do like. Just kind of gives it a nice clean look with the windshield there, and then they put the strip lighting, and it's that soft strip lighting. It just looks really nice that way. Dual 30-pounders in here, so lots of gas there. Just our light switch for our front cap lights. And then moving to the off-door side here, this is going to be more shallow slide where the TV, fridge, all that stuff are in here. Moving back here, all of our water tank flush, city water connection, dual tank flush actually, because we have dual bathrooms on this, our 50 amp hookup, an additional service access, just kind of all located here in one spot. Okay, and then we have just some, oh, and it's locked. We have some under the bed access there for some additional storage. Then we have an additional hatch here. This is probably for the sewer hookup. Yep, just gives you easier access to pull your dump handle valves there. And then we have our furnace exhaust here and more manual stabilizers. And then the rear of the wall. The outsides of these are not real exciting. Most everything's in the inside. One thing to notice too, there's not a lot of outside storage. Typically people have sheds, garages, that kind of stuff. So they focus mostly on the inside. So that's gonna do it for the Sierra.